Adam Levinson is a lawyer and a Gilder Lehrman Scholarly Fellow. It was his passion for research and determination to bring to light the forgotten history of Gouverneur Morris that resulted in this marker. Mr. Levinson, would you like to bring greetings?
Greetings from Florida, and there's better weather here today than in Florida. I'd like to begin by dedicating my remarks to Richard B. Bernstein and Gordon Lloyd, who were early supporters of this project but have since passed. When the idea of a marker for Miss Dalley's boarding house was first floated, both Gordon and Richard asked, what about the other boarding houses where some of the other delegates lived? With all due respect to Mr. Madison, Miss Dalley's boarding house deserves to be called the Constitution House. Years earlier, when Sam Adams lived here, Miss Dalley's boarding house was known as Liberty Hall. How appropriate that Gouverneur Morris, who boarded here in 1787, when he drafted the final draft of the Constitution. During the course of her hospitality career, Mary Dalley provided meals and lodging to at least 15 signers of the Declaration of Independence and 12 signers of the Constitution. Over the years, her guests included George Washington, John Adams, James Madison, John Jay, Robert Morris, Roger Sherman. I'm skipping because we're going to run out of time. And just to name a few. Oh, to have been a fly on the wall at Miss Dalley's boarding house. It is well known that Alexander Hamilton was Publius, the author of the Federalist Papers. Few know Professor John Kaminsky's research that Elbridge Gerry was the federal farmer, the most important anti-federalist writer. Both Publius and the federal farmer boarded at Miss Dalley's. They lived together, they ate together, they struggled together, they disagreed, but they found a way to make it work. In a letter signed by George Washington on 17 September 1787, which is now known as Constitution Day, Washington explained that the Constitution was the result of a spirit of amity and mutual deference and concession. This transmittal letter, which transmitted the Constitution from a building down the street to New York where Congress was meeting, is known as the Constitution's cover letter. It was read aloud and unanimously approved by paragraph at the Constitutional Convention for Washington's signature. The cover letter was likely written by Gouverneur Morris and Alexander Hamilton right here at Miss Dalley's boarding house. As folks walk past this marker for the next 250 years, perhaps we can think of that spirit of amity and mutual deference and concession which animated the Constitutional Convention for ourselves and our posterity. This was the most ardent wish of George Washington, that this Constitution would promote the lasting welfare of this country so dear to us all. This was the spirit of civility and the dream of a more perfect union which resided at Miss Dalley's boarding house. Thank you, everybody.